Welcome back to Swordsmen Academy. Let's get into this. So, it's time for tournament. The first round is Adrian versus a girl named Shia. Shia is a very powerful person whose power is called Galactic. Actually, Shia is actually one of the most powerful people in the school because her power is called Galaxy Warp. She brings someone to a whole new galaxy. She's prohibited to be using it. She can only warp body parts away, not the entire body, or she will be expelled. Adrian is actually cutting through the portal somehow, but then she realizes that he's got an asteroid sword, and only asteroids can get through this thing and destroy it. He runs in and cuts her hair, is where they're actually coming from. Her hair lifts up, and then strands of her hair launch out portals. As he cuts them all in half, then punches her out of the ring. Next is Akane's first match. Akane's first match is actually against Alex, who was battling, but she eventually punches him out of the ring for a final knockout. Rounds and rounds later, we have the quarterfinals, and it's not all the class. We have match number 1, Ryozaki, aka Shiozaki, versus Adrian. We got Akane versus Blake. Actually, no, not Akane versus Blake. We got Akane versus Remy. Then we got Blakey Boy. We got Blakey Boy, alright, versus Nanozaki, which is the psychic girl. Then we had the final one, which is, drum roll please, Shima versus Emma. When it starts, Shiozaki's instantly shooting purple flames at Adrian. He can't seem to dodge, but he's cutting most of them in half as he goes, "Gah!" As instantly their mother is cheering them both from home, trying to encourage both of them, but she's worried for Adrian since he doesn't have a power, but his newly developed sword skills by the progress report by his teacher, saying that he's very powerful. He's cutting through all of them. He slams the sword in the ground and expands it, making it so he's blocking, but then she appears to the right, punching him out of the ring almost. Then she kicks him in the ear and punches him out of the ring, knocking him out, is what they thought. They think there's an illusion that's making Adrian out of the ring as the judge declares Shiozaki the winner. But Akane tells him to stop lying. Look as she snaps her fingers as a giant black wave comes through all of them. Then they actually see that Adrian's lying on his sword, which is stuck at the end of the ground. As then he goes, "Whoa, Akane Ryuki has pointed out that Adrian is still in the ring." Adrian gets up and goes, "Ugh." As he grabs his sword, she goes, "Damn you, Akane!" She charges a humongous fireball and shoots it out. Adrian jumps in and cuts it in half. The blast comes towards another one as he goes, "Dang it, I can't block that." He runs towards it, trying to cut it, as then he hits himself with it, since his sword wasn't going to make it. He's almost out of the ring, but he spins into the air and slams his fist to the ground. Shiozaki is knocked out of the ring because of the sheer explosion of her own blast. If Adrian never hit it, she wouldn't have been eliminated. So next is Akane versus Remy. This is a good match. Honestly, it starts off with Remy shooting out bolts of lightning, but Akane is dodging all of them and shooting an energy blast and beam, which is very destructive. Then after that, he's finally sadly defeated. She's finally defeated. Remy is ran out of energy as Akane shot one last beam and almost killed, not really, just knocked her out. And the next match of the quarterfinals is Blake versus Nanozaki. All of Blake's attacks are missing because of her psychic abilities. But then Blake gets a smart idea. He throws 2 of them that are inaccurate. She thinks that they might disappear into the sky. Blake shoots at an energy beam, which she just grabs. Then he slams his hands down, which makes the 2 energy discs hit her, knocking her out of the ring. Next, we have the final of the court of... No, don't worry. If this was a real anime, this would already have been like episode 12. Actually, no, this would have been like episode 10 if this was an actual anime. I would take my time with these fights. But since this is me talking about it, it's way shorter. After this match is over, because Blake wins, we have Shima versus Emma. And since it's daytime, Shima obliterates her. Using the power of the sun, she's basically at a disadvantage. She's been winning all the other ones by her close quarter strength, but Shima's way too powerful for her to even get close with her close range attacks. So now it's moving on to the semi-finals, which is Akane Ryuki versus Blake. But we're actually going to go with Shima versus Akane. And then we have our next round, Blake versus Adrian. Now Shima versus Akane would be like this. Basically, Akane already knows how to defeat this guy. She shoots an energy blast into the sky, which covers the entire arena in a black smoke. In a black barrier, which blocks out the sun. He goes, dang it, I can't do it. I can't use any of my blasts. As Akane shoots one blast, exploding him out of the ring. But Shima's more tankier than that. He takes that hit and launches it back. She dodges out of the way with little to no difficulty and kicks him in the face. Then the beatdown begins. It's just a straight beatdown. Then she creates a Night Slash, which is a purple energy sword, which cuts him straight out of the arena. Now Blake versus Adrian, I'm really going to get into this one. Blake says that he's not going to... Blake says that Adrian may have a sword, but Adrian doesn't have a power. He starts shooting energy blasts, which Adrian is cutting in half. But then they explode on impact, which is hurting him, which then launches him back. He rolls back and slams his hands into the ground, which makes an energy blast go through his arms. He goes, that was decent. As then he swings around and then kicks Blake right in the arm, which almost dislocates it. Then he spins around and throws an energy blast, colliding with Blake. I'm kidding. Blake shoots out an energy blast, which Adrian grabs and somehow throws back at him, which does massive damage. Then Blake shoots out a full-powered energy beam with Adrian grabbing it somehow and throwing it in the air, creating a humongous explosion, breaking Akane's barrier, which lets the sun back in, which blinds Blake. And Adrian's right in front of him. He goes, and knocks him straight out of the ring. Next is the real battle I actually want to do. Akane versus Adrian, the finals. But first, they have to have a quick break before the match. They have a quick lunch break, and then the fight's getting ready. Akane tells Adrian not to hold back, and Adrian says he won't be, and she better not as well. She goes, if she does, she's probably going to destroy Adrian, and Adrian says that he's ready for it. She instantly, when the match starts, powers up to her maximum. Her aura is flaring. As then she rushes at him and is barraging this dude. He can't stand a chance. He's slicing with his sword, but his sword finally crushes under her intense pressure punch, which just ends his sword. He's kind of pissed as he kicks her in the face, which deals a small amount of damage, doesn't even make her flinch. He dodges and kicks. It's not doing anything. As then he launches a flurry of kicks and punches, but it's not doing anything. She lands another strong punch, and then an energy beam launches him into the sky. He hits the barrier and goes even higher. Since, the Galaxy Girl, aka Nana, hated Adrian, actually, she really disliked him, cheats. She summons a portal above him, teleporting him to another galaxy in space. Adrian goes, what the? As he starts to feel around. He doesn't know where he is. Then he realizes that he can't breathe. He goes, nope. As he's holding his breath, as he doesn't know where to go. He goes, crap. so nervous. He doesn't know what to do. The judges are wondering where Adrian is. Adrian goes, no, 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 no. I won't lose this match. I won't be stuck in this galaxy. He gets so pissed that he starts to glow blue. He goes, he roars as an entire blue aura swirls around him as he goes, as he rips open basically an entire galaxy and is starting to rip open the portal. Everyone sees a crack in the sky and they're worried. Then we have... as they all look into the sky to see a crack opening. Then all they see is this quick blue light. As Adrian slams to the ground and looks at Akane, he powers up, his fist glows as he rushes. He lands a punch in her gut, and then is barraging. He creates more of them and launches more aura spheres. Everyone's like, whoa! He creates an aura sphere and shoots it out from his hands. He pulls more from his hands and shoots them out, so he goes, ah! As then he starts to calm down and goes, second wind. He goes, and he gets ready, and then all they hear is a click. He rushes at full speed, breakneck speed, and punches her as he's barraging. With a full-powered aura beam, launches it. She launches her own, but then she's knocked out. She falls out of the ring as Adrian is declared the winner. As Adrian stands up with the trophy, saying that Akane does deserve this, but then Galaxy Girl, aka Nana, is expelled for cheating, trying to let Akane win. Then the judges start to play music. That's one of my favorites. Take a chance. And then he goes, everyone starts to cheer to the music as everyone's ready. And that's it for now, guys, because